Have you ever felt something shift before anything actually happened? A sudden tightness in your chest? A wave of unease when someone walked into the room? Or maybe a quiet peace before you received good news? We call it a gut feeling. But it's more than that. It's your sensitivity. It's your intuition. It's life speaking, not in words, but in vibration. And when you learn to listen with awareness, that quiet voice becomes your greatest guide. In Chapter 6 of Frequency, Penney Peirce reminds us, you are not just a mind, a body, or a personality. You are a field of living energy. And that field is constantly sensing, responding, and interacting with the invisible world around you. We tend to think of intelligence as logic, memory, reason. But there's another kind of intelligence, one that doesn't think, it feels. This is conscious sensitivity. It's the ability to feel what's true, even when it hasn't taken form yet, even when others can't see it. You don't need to develop this skill. It's already in you. What you need is to remember how to trust it. Conscious sensitivity is subtle but powerful. It speaks in sensations, not in sentences. And it's always there, whether or not you've been listening. You might feel it as a sudden shift in your breathing, a warmth in your chest, a sense of being pulled toward or away from something, a dream that lingers with strange clarity, a tension in your gut even when things look fine. These are not random or irrational experiences. They are energetic data. They are your soul speaking through your nervous system. Think about how animals sense storms before they arrive, or how you can feel when someone's mood changes, even in silence. This is vibrational communication. And when you live with conscious sensitivity, you're learning to speak that language. But let's be real, being sensitive can feel overwhelming, especially in a noisy world that rewards numbing over noticing. You might walk into a crowded place and feel drained in minutes. You might absorb the emotions of others without realizing it. You might even struggle to know what you actually feel, because you've picked up so much from everything around you. You're not broken. You're not too emotional. You're just open. And when that openness becomes conscious, you gain the power to navigate it instead of being overwhelmed by it. Many sensitive people spend years trying to shut this part of themselves down, trying to toughen up or get thicker skin. But what if the world doesn't need you to be harder? What if it needs you to be clearer? There's a big difference between being overwhelmed and being consciously sensitive. Overwhelm happens when you feel everything and don't know what to do with it. Conscious sensitivity begins when you feel everything and begin to discern. Is this mine? Is this true? Does this energy belong in my space? You don't need to react to every vibration. You don't need to carry every emotion. You don't need to solve everything you sense. Instead, you can observe. You can center. You can choose. You move from being a sponge to becoming a tuning fork. Life is constantly whispering to you through vibration. Every interaction, every place, every thought has a frequency. And when you slow down enough to feel, you begin to read reality in a whole new way. You no longer ask, "What should I do?" You begin to ask, "What feels aligned? What resonates with my soul? What expands my field instead of shrinking it? You start to notice which people energize you, which conversations leave your heart open, which decisions feel peaceful before they make sense. And this changes everything, because you're no longer chasing answers from the outside. You're tuning in to the deeper current beneath appearances. Here's a practice you can use to strengthen your intuitive field. 1. Find a quiet space. Sit or lie down comfortably. 2. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly and deeply. 3. Bring your awareness to your body. Don't judge. Just feel. 4. Now ask softly, what truth is trying to reach me right now? 5. Don't think. Don't force. Just feel. You might sense a color, a word, a subtle direction. 6. Stay with it. Let the impression expand. 7. When you open your eyes, write down what came through, even if it didn't make sense. This is how intuition speaks. Not with clarity at first, but with presence. And the more you trust the presence, the clearer the message becomes. Let's reframe sensitivity. It's not fragility. It's not too much. It's refined awareness. Think of a master musician. They don't just hear sound. They feel the emotion inside every note. Think of an artist. They don't just see form. They feel texture, movement, subtle balance. You are the same. Your life is your instrument, and your sensitivity allows you to play it with depth. When you stop seeing your feelings as a problem, you start living with precision. You become a master of subtle truth. Everything that happens to you is feedback, not punishment, not confusion. Feedback. The more sensitive you become, the more precise the messages. That ache in your chest? Maybe it's not anxiety. Maybe it's a misalignment. That hesitation before a decision? Maybe it's not fear. Maybe it's your soul asking for pause. Instead of suppressing, you listen. Instead of dismissing, you decode. You begin to live not from reaction, but from resonance. And that's the shift. That's how sensitivity becomes your superpower. You are not here to harden. You are not here to tune out. You are here to feel clearly, deeply, wisely. The world needs more people who feel truthfully, who move not by force, but by knowing, who trust the voice within, even when the outside world doesn't understand. So next time someone says, "You're too sensitive," you can smile and say, "No, I'm tuned in." If this message resonated with you, subscribe for weekly reflections that honor your sensitivity and guide you to live from your soul's frequency. Until next time, trust the feeling beneath the thought. That's where your compass lives.